Hello, my name is Daisha Butler, and I chose post-traumatic stress disorder for my topic for the watch. The reason why I chose post-traumatic stress disorder for my topic is because war is the number one reason for this disorder, and soldiers are the most associated with this disorder because they are following a traumatic event, which is war, and war is basically the number one topic for post-traumatic stress disorder. What post-traumatic stress disorder is basically after following an event, is something that threatens your safety and makes you feel helpless. And a couple examples of what post-traumatic stress disorder is, or a couple examples of what happens during this disorder and how it, people go about it. For example, if there was a soldier that came home from Afghanistan, for example, and they see somebody and they feel like they're threatened by this person, most likely they're going to do whatever they can do to defend themselves because they feel like they're being attacked or threatened because they're so used to it back in Afghanistan. So what they're going to do is basically they're going to do whatever they have to do to hurt this person or to stop this person from making them feel so threatened. Some other traumatic events where post-traumatic disorder can come about are war, like I stated before, natural disasters, car plane crashes, terrorist attacks, sudden death of a loved one or a family member, rape, kidnapping, assault, sexual or physical abuse, and childhood neglect, or any other traumatic event that you can possibly think of that leaves you helpless or hopeless and feeling threatened. Some common symptoms that help you realize if you do have post-traumatic stress disorder and if you don't is anger, guilt, shame, self-blame, substance abuse, feelings of mistrust and betrayal, depression, hopelessness, suicidal thoughts and feelings, feeling annihilated and alone, physical aches and pains. Some other big ones are, difficulty falling asleep, outbursts of anger. It's hard to really concentrate for you, feeling jumpy and easily started. Um, Basically loss of interest. Something that you can do to help yourself get away from this disorder if you do have it is avoid activities, places, thoughts, and feelings that make you, remember the traumatic event that happened that caused you to have this disorder. Um, Now, tying the watch with post-traumatic stress disorder is very easy because most likely everyone in that book is going to have post-traumatic stress disorder. Mainly Antigone, because she wants to bury her brother's body and basically she's not able to. And she just lost her whole entire family in an attack. So basically she's feeling threatened because they're not letting her do it. And she wants to because it feels like that body is hers because it is her last person that she has that's physically attached to her in some kind of way. And they're basically looking at her like, who's this girl trying to get her body back? Like, what makes her different from the rest? Now, tying this back to post-traumatic stress disorder is basically because Antigone feels emotionally numb, which is a characteristic for post-traumatic stress disorder. One reason why, because her whole entire family was wiped out in an attack by the U.S. and then her brother is killed, and she feels that she deserved her brother's body and gave him the proper funeral because that's the last person attached to her, and she feels that that body means so much to her, and she's going to do whatever she has to do to get it. But they're not going to let her have that body. So basically, and with post-traumatic stress disorder is once you feel threatened or you feel like you're not going to be able to get what you need, you're going to do whatever it takes to do so. So that's why she basically stays outside of the base. She's not leaving, and they're thinking that this lady is crazy. Like, why are you staying outside of the base when we already told you, no, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get the body. She feels that she has to do whatever she has to do. And basically, that's one of the most common, things people do with post-traumatic stress disorder.